Are you afraid of pressure cookers? When you hear the word pressure cooker, do you have some idea there's going to be a pot explode and put stuff all over the ceiling? Well, my name is Arlyn Hackett, and I'm here to show you today how to use a pressure cooker in the new age of pressure cookers that can't explode. We'll also talk about the great benefits to cooking with a pressure cooker and how it can be great for your family. Here is the new age of pressure cookers. This is a very heavy pressure cooker. This is the basic pot. Nothing particularly unusual about that. Where we get to it is the lid. So here I have a lid that has a gasket in it. This gasket is what makes the pot seal so that it will be reach pressure. But this is the part where it can't explode. You see this little area right here? That's an emergency valve. So the pot can never explode. Now the other parts to the lid that you should see is this is a valve that as it reaches pressure, it starts rising. We're going to make today a Moroccan tagine. I have my chicken marinating, and these are chicken thighs, and they're marinating in a combination of orange juice, soy sauce, cinnamon, cumin, coriander seed, and a little cayenne pepper. Over here is the other stuff that goes into the stew, and we've got dates and apricots, carrots, red onions, garbanzo beans, and there's some almonds. It's really a very wonderful and flavorful combination. Well, so we'll all put it together now. We get this chicken, we put it in the pot, and then we combine the other ingredients. Now this is a crucial point I want to show you, is you look at this pot, and you realize there's hardly any liquid in this. And if we were cooking this on top of the stove, we would need a lot more liquid. But the beauty of a pressure cooker is that nothing is lost. So I take my lid, and there's a little arrow on the lid. Right here's the little arrow, and there's an arrow on this handle. And I line them up, and then I lock my lid in place. What I'd like to do now is tell you a little bit about the pressure cooker and the history of the pressure cooker, because it's really an amazing story. It's very important to the world of food. Napoleon was obsessed with the notion of how could he get his troops fed, and he didn't know what to do, and there was simply not enough food. And so he gave a prize to whoever could get the food to the troops. And a man named Nicholas Appert had heard about this kind of pressure cooker, and so he started experimenting with it. Well, what the pressure cooker did is it was the beginning of canning. That was how they got canning going. And about 80 years later, another man came along and discovered that not only was it the invention of canning, it was also the invention of pasteurization. And of course, that person was Louis Pasteur. The pot now has reached the second ring, so that means the pressure has built up and you can hear it. And it's way past that second ring, so I gotta take the pressure away. So what I do is I turn the burner to low, and then to get rid of this pressure, all I have to do is press down on the valve. And you know, there's a lot of steam coming out, but I'm not being burned, I'm not being hurt. Every cookbook that is written for pressure cookers, that's their instruction. They always base the time from the point it reaches pressure. So we know exactly 10 minutes from now, we're going to be having Moroccan chicken tagine. Our 10 minutes have passed, and you'll notice that the pressure is still up, the valve is up. And look, I cannot open that lid, it is locked in place. And that cannot be opened until the pressure is out. Now I could press down like this and just keep doing that, and it would eventually go down. Or simply run cold water over it. And then this valve will go down. Wow, it really does work. We can open the lid. Now this is the part I want you to see. See how much liquid is in here? When we first started this, there was barely enough liquid to cover the bottom of the pot. But all of the juices that are in the meat and all of the juices that are in the fruits and vegetables stay in the pot. And that's one of the reasons why cooking with a pressure cooker is so healthy, and it just has great moist food. It's delicious. So I'll stir this together. We'll top it maybe with a little bit of fresh cilantro, and we're going to be ready to eat. And here we have it in the tagine, which the Moroccan people used to cook with on top of their stoves, but now it's just ornamental. because fuel is so expensive in Morocco, they've turned to using the pressure cooker. This is Arlyn Hackett, and thank you for coming to my kitchen. Happy eating.